Happy holidays. It's the season for get-togethers and parties and family dinners, and I just thought I'd share with you 3 easy appetizers that are healthy and delicious. The first one is an olive tapenade, and you can serve it, you'll see in just a minute, but with broccolini, radishes, and I got rainbow carrots, so it makes it a pretty dish. But the first thing to do is get a cup of olives. I just got from Sprouts a jar of olives. It took the whole thing and I drained them. So I'm going to put that in the food processor. The next is capers. I love the saltiness of little capers, and I'm going to put about 3 teaspoons of that. I'm going to get it without the liquid if I can do it. It gives it a little salty flavor that I like. And then, let's see here, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I diced up about a 1/4 cup of onion. You can have less or more depending on your preferences of onion. I know some people have big feelings about that. And then garlic, one of my favorites. You just want probably about a clove of it, so I'm gonna cut into it. I'm just gonna mince it real quick. Garlic's a great seasoning, but if you're not a garlic fan, that's easy to leave out. That's with cooking. You always want to just keep your preferences in mind and adjust recipes for what you like and what makes you feel the best. So I've got 1 little clove of garlic. I'm gonna mince it real quick. Put that in there. And then I'm going to slice a lemon and juice it real quick. I'm just going to do a 1/2 lemon just to give it a little flavor. You can use bottled lemon juice if that's what you have, but it's about, I'd say about a tablespoon. Let's just measure it. Yeah, about a tablespoon of lemon juice. So you put that in the food processor and process it. Okay, so then after you have run it through the food processor, serve it up in a little dish in the middle. Everyone loves dipping things, so if you provide them with some fresh cut veggies that they didn't have to prepare, makes it even better. So then I have the olive tapenade, if that's the way you say it, olive dip, and some veggies to go with it. Makes a filling and yummy appetizer. The second appetizer I'm going to share with you today is sweet potato rounds. This is a super easy recipe. You're gonna wash just regular organic sweet potatoes and then slice them into thin rounds, just like this. You can see they're little thin rounds. I don't even peel them because I like the skin. I've already prepared a sheet pan and I have parchment paper, and I put a little avocado oil because it takes the heat pretty well. And I'm gonna layer the sweet potato rounds just on the sheet pan. Okay, so I have them all sliced in just 1 layer on the sheet pan. So then I'm going to use a little garlic powder, and I just sprinkle a little on the top, and onion powder, some of my favorite seasonings, and then just a little ground sea salt. I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them. So while those are cooking for 10 minutes, I'm going to make some bacon and crumble it for the topping. So I like to get Peterson's uncured sugar-free bacon. I get it at Sprouts and I think at Whole Foods too. So I'm cooking about 4 slices in the skillet that I'll crumble up in a minute. And also I've got good old avocado, because who doesn't like avocado? And you want to get a good ripe one so that they're easy to mash. So when the sweet potato rounds are done, we're going to top them with mashed avocado and then top with the bacon. So that's why I'm getting these things ready while the sweet potatoes are cooking. You can see it's super soft, and I just mash it, and then it's going to be ready to be put on top of the sweet potato rounds when they're done. Okay, I've pulled them out of the oven. Sometimes it takes a little longer than 10 minutes, but you want them to start getting a little crispy. So I'm going to flip them all over so they can get the other side dried out a little. The little ones crisp up a little faster, so you want to make sure you watch it the second round, because you're going to pop them back in the oven and you don't want them to get burned. They're all flipped over. They're a single layer. I'm going to put a little sea salt on this side, and then I'm going to pop them back in the oven for about 15 minutes this time. Okay, I've pulled out the sweet potato rounds, and I'm going to put them on a tray, and I'll show you. You can see they got nice golden brown on the bottom. So I'm going to put these on the tray real quick. Okay, so now they're all on the tray. Then you're going to want to take your mashed avocado, make sure it's all good and mashed, and put a little dollop on each one. My girls thought this sounded not the best, and then they tried it and they were in love. Very few were left after our last party. So you just want to put a little dollop on each one. I'll show you just a few. And then take your crumbled bacon, because everyone loves bacon on appetizers. And then just kind of garnish that with a little crumbled bacon. Okay, now you can see I've got the avocado on each sweet potato round topped with a little bacon. And doesn't that look like a beautiful appetizer to bring? The final appetizer is a great combination of sweet and savory. You're going to take fresh dates and the rest of the package of the bacon. What you're going to do is take your bacon. This is a really hard recipe, let me tell you, but it's super delicious. And you're going to slice it in thirds. You want to get a good knife. And I use a different cutting board for fresh vegetables compared to meats, just so I never have any cross-contamination. So once you've got your slices of bacon in thirds, you take 1/3 of the bacon, put your date right in the middle. If you haven't pitted it yet, pit that date, wrap it, and then you're going to secure it with a toothpick. And that's all there is to it. Put it on, I like a broiler pan so some of the extra grease just drains out. You're going to do this at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes until the bacon's crisp. Super easy and delicious to bring. So I've got all the dates wrapped with the bacon and secured with a toothpick, and now I'm going to put it in the oven for 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, checking with it and make sure the bacon gets crisp before I pull it out. Okay, now I've just pulled out the bacon wrapped dates. The bacon is crispy, and so I'm going to pull them off the pan and put them on the tray. They smell delicious. So there you have your bacon wrapped dates, your sweet potato rounds with the chopped bacon on top, and then your olive tapenade with sliced vegetables. Couldn't go wrong with bringing any of these to a party. They're delicious to munch on, and then you don't have to feel guilty about eating any of it. So happy holidays and enjoy cooking.